Hello. Welcome to the Trading Empire CR7. Hope everyone is doing good. So remember, today in the morning, we've been talking about how we are going to be expecting the movement of gold. So we took our different opportunities to buy from gold and even selling. So now we are going to talk about also gold, reviewing how did we entered from those opportunities and what are we expecting for the next movement of the market, as we're still looking for those opportunities to be consistency in the market. Remember, this is a new channel. Subscribe on the channel, like the video, and stay tuned even from the trading focus. You have to make sure that you check from there. There are signals set up. You can take some opportunity to take trades from those ideas. So guys, let's go straight to the chart and start. How did we take these opportunities as we talked about this morning in Asian session? Okay, you can see that we took different opportunities. Let me just check from how did we predicted this market, how we started during Asian session, pre-London session. So we're expecting the market to make a reversal, to create a deep pullback to balance some areas where we are expecting to be buying from. So this was the last high we had from this area, this one. So we got a reaction from this area. We're expecting the market to move down until we start balancing these areas, this one. So, and even these down areas. So from the lower time frame, that's where we got different ideas, and the lows where we are expecting to be rejecting from as we can continue in the uptrend. So what happened? We analyzed this when the market was from this area. We're expecting the market to move up like this, move up and balance this area. You can see this is a supply area. So we're expecting the market to move up from this area. Then after balancing this area, we can continue moving up. Then we start to balance from this area. These areas, as we are expecting an uptrend continuation. Remember, even from the higher time frame, we are still in the uptrend from gold. So what happened? So remember, you have to follow the changes. When there is a change in the market, that is where the structure is changing, and the ideas of taking a buy or sell from that changes every moment as the market change. So what happened? We took a sell. We got an opportunity. Remember, we had this area from the trading focus. We're expecting to break and close below this area. We got this candlestick from the 15-minute time frame. This was a selling pressure from the high. So from this candlestick was a good entry to start targeting those low imbalanced areas. This one from here. Remember, the stop loss was above the previous high of the candlestick where we opened from this shadow. Then we're expecting the market to continue moving down. So, but remember, as long as we are still in the uptrend, we have to be careful by selling from those areas, as we don't have to target as long as like we are swing trading. So then what we had to be careful with is to start targeting those areas which are nearby the trend continuation. So you can see from this area, we're expecting a rejection from this area. We had this area as TP2. The TP1 was from this area. The area we're expecting to get a reaction from. So we got a reaction from this area. So if we entered from this area, you had to secure some profit from this area, as you're anticipating the market to create a pullback by creating a high from this area. Then we continue moving down. Then what happened? So we're expecting a reaction from this area to take a sell from this area. this one, then what happened? The market moved up and creating a higher high from this area and even equal high from this liquidity from this area. So remember, we are waiting to sell from this area here. Then now what happened to the market? We continued moving up, then rejected from this area, equal high from here. Then we moved down as we balanced well from the areas we're expecting to be taking the second profit from this area as we are taking a sell from this area. But remember, if you have to leave the market, if you take a sell from this area, as long as you start breaking the previous high of the candlesticks, like this one was the first trade in the morning during Asian session, London session, I don't remember well. So from here, as long as the candlestick creating a low, this is a buying pressure from this area. So we had to start closing from this area, as we secure some profit and we wait for another opportunity to enter from this area. So then what happened? That's what I was talking about. We created a higher high, which was an equal high from this area. We moved down by creating an equal low. This was an area and this one was an area. So from here now, the idea of taking sell positions as a deep pullback, this time was changed. So this was a supply, yes, because we didn't balance this area, but also again, as long as we are creating an equal low from this area, the scenario now is confusing. So what we had to do is to focus on what is stronger than another one. What was on the card was to go up. So as long as we have an uptrend continuation from gold, we are stronger in the uptrend. So we created a higher high from this area as a higher high to the higher low. Then this one was an area to be expecting to buy from. This is also a demand area. So here we have this low where we can buy from, and even we have this imbalance area from the high from this one, so where we can take a sell from. So now we are in the middle, we are in dilemma. If we take a sell from this area, there is a high probability we can reject from this area, then we continue moving up. And if we take a buy from these areas, also we are expecting a rejection from this area. So what we had to do is to make sure that we go with what is stronger. So we had the market that is in uptrend, so that's what we had to be focusing on. So what happened? We created a low from this area. The market moved up. Remember, from the second low, this equal low, that's where we took a buy from. Remember, from the trading focus on the chart, live chart, you can check from there. We took a buy from this area, anticipating the market to balance this area. That's where we're expecting to be taking a sell from also. But instead of that, we continued moving up. But also, we started creating higher highs and higher lows. So those lows are where we are expecting to be also buying from. So now, the trend now started getting stronger, even from the lower time frame. This is a 15 minutes. So now this was a scenario again. Okay, let me shift to another one. So we had this area, we have to take a buy from this area. That's what we did. So we had a prediction from here, the market moved up. Then we created this liquidity from this area. This wasn't balanced from this area, so waited, and then we got to the target first. Then we created a higher low. So Here, this was an equal high, so we have high, this was a supply, and even we have a low where we are supposed to be buying from. So now, which decision are you going to take? The decision I have to take is from where the market is stronger. The market movement from this area direction was uptrend, so I have to make sure that I go with a bullish continuation. So now what happened, we created a low from this area. Remember, we used a buy limit from this area. We were waiting for ADP, the market moved down, then we took a buy from this area, anticipating the market to continue even break above this area. This time we were expecting a bullish continuation. So let me show you this area. The target was from here. We're expecting to cover this area and even break above this area. So that's where the market is now. So we did take a sell from this area. We struggled a bit but secured some profit. We moved up taking a buy from this area. This was successful, even waited for the market to create a higher low from this area. Then we took a buy from this area, 3 trades, then 2 were big wins. So that was the day of today from gold. So now we are going to look on what are we expecting from now as we are live on the trading forecast chart so that you can check from there. Then now I want to predict where the market is going to be expected to move. So now let's go and check from here. Let me remove everything and see what we are expecting now. Let's go back to the higher time frame. Okay, so remember from our previous videos, I mean on the chart, a live chart from the trading focus. This is that's another channel. We had this area, this high, this one. We expected the market to move up and even balance this area, as we're expecting the market even to continue up by breaking the previous last high from this area. From here. So now this is the same as what we are expecting from now. So we created a structure from this area. We started breaking it above. So now this is an opportunity to be expecting the market to continue in the uptrend. So the near target now is from this area. Okay, let me mark this one. It's a matter of where we're going to be entering from, but we are expecting an uptrend continuation, so we can get a little bit reaction from this area. Then now where are we gonna be entering from? So from the lower time frame, let's move to 1 hour time frame. Okay, so we created this structure from here. As you can see, this is a head and shoulder. Now we have this area as demand. So from 30-minute time frame, what we are expecting now, we need the market to create a higher low. Okay, we need a higher low from this area so that we can buy again from this area as we are anticipating the bullish continuation. So now the target will also be from this area. So what we have to look at is to make sure that we get a stronger confirmation or a strong area to be buying from. The strong area will be from this one. Okay, so if we create a higher low from this area, we are expecting the market to continue moving up. So that's what I'm expecting from gold. So we need to balance this area, this one, so have to be covered, and we need to continue moving up. Okay, from now, remember you need to check on watch from the live chart from the Trading Focus, and even here from the Trading Empire CR7. In the few weeks, in the coming week, we'll be live also, as we are giving you an opportunity to follow the setups where you can take opportunities of making money in the market, and even learning from how do we analyze the market and what do we decide in the market. So guys, that's it from gold. Every day we need to talk about gold before and even after taking trades. So thank you so much for your time. Remember to subscribe on the channel, leave the comment below, like the video, and I will see you next time. Be safe.